Peace, Islam, man. One time, Shay. Let's jump right into Taj Bey, man. Lord.
Whenever they try to put you into that package, to step out of it and put them as trustees in their place. Are we clear?
Just about to go outside.
Even though they're pretended public servants, they're operating on the public forum. And by international law, they're held to it. Are we clear? Meaning like this, in law, in international law, if you hang a sign out their door saying that you're a surgeon, and you take 1 penny under that operation, all over the world, you're held to the rules that govern a surgeon. I don't care if you are a fraud, you're held to it.
Certainly.
And if you open up somebody's head and their headache is gone, but so are they, you're held to it. This is what people need to understand. And this must be very clear. You're already aware of the fact that all persons operating under the United States jurisdiction are really imposters. It's not a belief, that's a fact.
Legal fiction?
Are we clear? They're exercising the powers vested in the organic constitution and the treaty, of which they have no authority in. They're actually a private corporation registered in Puerto Rico, which is bankrupt, operating on a closed account, and then putting liens against people's property, their cars, their marriage certificates, their birth certificates, and Franklin Delano Roosevelt did that one.
Fair use.
And people thinking that they're buying and selling things, and as soon as you claim to be owner, they charge you with fraud because you're not allowed to own anything. So this is why, like say for instance, they'll give you instruments like car, they'll say owner or house owner and stuff like that, and then you sign under that, then they hold you as a fraud because they know that the governors of all the corporate states hypothecating all properties in the states of all persons who agree to be their citizens to the Board of Governors of the Jesuit Order under the banking system, District of London. So all it's hypothecated already. Are we clear? Now, understanding their true obligations that they've abridged since 1861, you're stepping forth as an heir, making it clear who you are, that you're the heir and beneficiary, and you're acknowledging your estate because they're claiming that you haven't acknowledged your estate. Really, that's what they're doing. You need to know that that's how they're facing you. They're not saying that. That's what you need to understand, that that's what they're doing. When they're looking at you as a dumb and incompetent beneficiary and heir who's abandoned your estate, and they're stuck with managing your estate. Therefore, by default, they're the beneficiary.
That's it. I don't want to get too much more because this so, I gotta do a lot of.
You have a conveyance,
because I'm right.
And like you say, you put private tags on it. If there's a registration that exists on it, if there's a registration that exists on that when it was transferred, and you wasn't commanded to convert that back to your estate, they're assuming to have first claim.
Blacks are not even citizens because of 13th Amendment.
Same thing with houses. Are we clear? This is one of the reasons why you are encouraged to change your language, because your language would indicate your caste. Everything operates here in a caste system. You need to understand, it's not racism, not prejudice. That's a front argument that's given to dummies, people who really don't understand what they're dealing with. Sound good, feel good because everybody's talking about it. Totally not what's happening.
No such thing.
You're talking about estates and trusts and commercial operations of human trafficking. Stay there with your conversation with them. You get off of it, you're already incompetent because it's not what's going on, hasn't been going on. This is why, like for instance, sometimes when you see Europeans get frustrated with us marching and praying around, taking up space, and then they'll get angry, and then sometimes once in a while they'll come out and say, Why don't you leave us the hell alone and go back to your black leaders that keep selling you back into slavery? You know what I'm saying? Because as soon as they come at you under that black tag, they just sold you. But our people, by not being able to read, they don't know that that's what's happening. Because they don't know what these words mean. They think they mean identity. It means a pocket sale. So, like, if you're introduced, like, say, as an example, if you're a corporate magistrate, or, right? Now, we already understand that the corporate magistrates are actually deputy knights. All right, so like say, if we have family here, and I said, here's my cousin, he's Nigerian, and here's my brother, he's Zimbabwe, and here's my sister, she's Sierra Leone, and here's my black uncle. All of them would be protected by international law. He would be automatically Christian property. There's no argument, no debate. Now, if it comes into, like, if we're moving as a body, like say we went on a trip, some other nation, they'll look at all of us, but they'll be watching you all the time. And they would also separate you. You would not necessarily be able to go everywhere that they went. And you would start calling it racism and prejudice. It's really the Christian black codes. Do you understand? But you would be told it's racism and prejudice, and you got to make them know that you're somebody. You know, you need to spend marching on. I got to prove it in them. I'm somebody. And as soon as you are, you're somebody's property.
You exist already.
Because that's what the black codes indicate when you confess that out your own mouth. Meaning that if you have a pit bull and you call it an elephant, everybody know it ain't an elephant, but you're going to be held to that. Particularly if somebody wants to take advantage of you. Because international law protects nationals. It does not protect stateless persons.
Right
stateless person, like when you use the brand system, you're automatically declaring to the world that you're a stateless person. So there, whatever.
One time for the one time, man. Let's raise this frequency and raise ourselves up from this fucking dead slumber. It's crazy, man. All right, peace, Islam. I hope you got that.